Hey you guys, it's your girl T, and I know I've been MIA. Seems like I've been gone forever and a day. Don't feel like explaining a damn thing, but I did want to come on here and do some voiceovers because I've been getting a lot of emails and requests, and people want me to talk about all this stuff that's been going on. Honey, I've been in my skin, minding my business, sipping tea all the while trying to take care of tea. This election situation is a hot damn mess. I've kept up with everything. I've been off and on social media, just taking a peek here and there, watching the news and stuff like that. It's been definitely a long 48 hours. The election day was insane. And I remember thinking to myself around midnight, when I was waiting to hear who was going to win, they still hadn't nominated anybody yet. They still were counting the numbers. And I was like, you know what? If it's midnight now and they still don't know who won, a part of me is thinking maybe Donald Trump has it in the bag. And sure enough, woke up the next day and all over the news, the whole world was just like in shock. And you saw these people on social media crying tears and screaming about killing themselves. And, there's all types of trending topics I've never heard of before. White lash was trending. Not my president was trending. F Donald Trump. I mean, it was crazy. Folks went nuts yesterday. People were very, very upset. And by the time the evening came, people took to the streets in LA, in Chicago, in New York, and they were basically protesting. They were very, very mad about this. Other people are saying that this is the second worst thing that's happened to America since 9/11, and they're calling Donald Trump's presidency 11/9. So there's all types of conspiracy theories floating around. There's also a video floating around that once again, the Simpsons predicted that Donald Trump would win. There's been a lot of little things that have happened throughout the past few years that basically played out in The Simpsons. This is not the first time that something like this has been shown in The Simpsons. If you guys remember in the Family Guy episode, they predicted the whole Bruce Jenner thing. Also, The Simpsons predicted that Prince would die. They predicted 9/11. They also predicted the Boston Marathon. It's been all types of stuff. So I wasn't surprised when all of a sudden there was a Simpsons episode basically showing that Donald Trump was the president. In my personal opinion, I feel like a lot of this is just predictive programming, but hey, what do I know? Go ahead and watch this Simpsons clip really quick, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
16 years ago, The Simpsons eerily predicted Donald Trump would be president.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
The episode, which aired in 2000, shows a grown-up Lisa Simpson taking over at the White House in the aftermath of a Trump presidency.
We're broke.
The country is broke? How can that be?
Let's hope a Trump administration does better than that.
All right, so you guys just saw that small snippet. So, we all heard Hillary's speech. She was really sad and upset that she didn't get it. You could tell she wanted to break down and cry. President Obama was also in shock, but he says, everybody needs to give Donald Trump a try. We need to give him a chance because, the Bushes welcomed Obama with open arms, and they were very warm and kind to him when he came to take over his spot. And today, Obama and Donald Trump met for the first time. But the way Donald Trump always talks shit about this man, you would think that he had met Obama 50 million times. But this was actually the first time they ever met, and that was today. And they did, speak to the press and stuff like that. The whole situation to me is crazy. A lot of folks want to know how I felt about it. And honestly, I don't feel one way or another. I see a lot of people are angry. I see a lot of people blaming people who chose not to vote or who didn't vote their way, or, how could the polls be wrong? All the polls are pointing towards Hillary. Well, the problem is people make things so uncomfortable nowadays. Not just on social media, but in the real world, that you're not allowed to really express yourself. You're not allowed to really state how you feel. And I think a lot of people are fronting. I think a lot of people did plan on voting for Donald Trump, but because they didn't want to be attacked, they didn't feel like arguing, they didn't want to be coined racist or xenophobic or, a hater of women. So I think a lot of people kept a lot of these feelings to themselves, kept their true opinions to themselves. And I think that's what happened. People basically lied and made it seem like they were down for Hillary and they were down for the Democratic Party when that wasn't really the case, because it wasn't like Donald Trump won by just a little margin. He won by a pretty big percentage. On top of that, Hillary Clinton didn't really go out and talk to the working class white people. She didn't go out to Wisconsin. She didn't go to the Ozarks. She didn't talk to the, poor white family. She mainly focused on the Black and Latino vote, so that kind of hurt her. Whereas Trump talked to a lot of people. Even if he wasn't down with Black folks, he even had a small Black agenda, okay? Where he basically told Black folks, you have nothing else to lose. Why not give me a try? And some Black folks was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go ahead and give him a try. Even when I talked to my dad yesterday, my dad was upset. And I talked to him and I was like, Dad, at the end of the day, this is all part of, God's plan. Whoever's plan, the Illuminati's plan, I don't know, whoever you want to consider. But, a lot of this stuff, I don't feel like things just happen by happenstance, okay? I feel like some of this was planned, and now that he's in office, the entire government has literally flipped to Republican. He's trying to bring Giuliani on board and Chris Christie and, a lot of these Republican people, he wants them to be part of his Senate in the White House. So it's just going to be really interesting to see how all this plays out. A lot of folks are very upset. A lot of people are very mad, but I'm just the type of person, I don't have time to let negative energy or fear control my life. I had a lot of phone calls and texts from people who were like genuinely scared. And I don't blame people for being scared because they don't know what's going to happen. But again, you can't live your life in fear. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And if you live your life in fear and you don't go out and enjoy your life and you don't go out and focus on your family and focus on what's important, you're not going to make it through. Was anybody expecting this, orange face man to win? No, and that's clearly obvious because the whole world is in shock. Even his orange face ass was not expecting to win. I don't care what nobody says. This is how I really truly feel about the situation. I don't think that Donald Trump wanted to be president. Okay, I think this was like a big reality TV show to him and to a lot of people, because a lot of us, we're so busy. We have to be entertained 24/7. We have to be stimulated. Even watching him during the debates with Hillary, it was a circus. It was entertaining. Everybody tuned in to crack jokes and to make hashtags and to become a trending topic. And I think he liked the attention he was getting, the fact that he could just say whatever, be very, very unapologetic, do him, and people cheered him on, and I think people were just watching this circus, not realizing that this circus is going to affect our real life, It's like we're so busy, we're so stuck in this matrix, and we're so stuck on social media, we don't know how to disconnect. I'm even hearing rumors that people voted for Harambe the gorilla. And then like another 1,000 people voted for a bottle of Hennessy. So people are not taking this stuff seriously. And then we wonder why we're in this situation that we're in now. Even if Hillary would have won, I wouldn't have felt any safer. I wouldn't have felt any less fearful. I'm not a fan of Hillary and her politics, nor am I a fan of Donald Trump. I said that from day one and I stand by that. It's going to be interesting to see what this man does. But like I was saying before, I do not believe that Donald Trump wanted to be president. In my heart of hearts, I don't. Even when I was watching the video of them, when they're getting ready to announce his presidency, you could see in his face, he was looking like, oh shit, what have I gotten myself into? His children, his older children were more enthusiastic than Donald Trump was. You could tell they were like beaming. They were very happy. They were very proud of their father. But Donald Trump is really looking like, oh man, hell no. He was expecting to lose so that way he could rant and rave and come up with all these conspiracy theories as to why he lost. I'm telling y'all, he had a ready-made speech had he lost with all these conspiracies and how, the government screwed him and how Hillary Clinton and Obama were behind this. It'd have been everybody else's fault if he would have lost. And like I also stated before, I just do not feel like his heart was in it. I feel like watching him and watching them announce him as the winner and seeing his face, his body language, his expression, seeing Melania Trump's face, you can tell they don't want this position. Melania Trump is not trying to be bothered. She's just trying to be arm candy. She's not trying to be the first woman. She's not trying to be the first lady. She just does not want to be bothered with this position. She didn't ask for this. So you can tell neither one of them are really prepared. Trump talks a good game, but even with all that good game that he talks, now he has to show and prove. It's almost like when somebody applies for a position at their job and they're petitioning for a position, they want to go from cashier to manager, and they're trying to drum up support from their coworkers and from other managers, and they really want that top tier position because it pays more, it's a title, and then, they finally get it, and once they realize how much responsibility actually comes with the job, it's almost like, damn, did I make the wrong decision? You know, maybe I should just stay the cashier. It's a lot less work. I can kind of come and go. But now when I'm a manager, the spotlight is on me. I'm in charge of other people. It's twice as much work. And I think that that's what Donald's going through right now. I think Donald Trump really thought that, you know, he was going to get really close, lose. Hillary would get the spot like everybody was, you know, predicting. And then he could rant and rave and, you know, scream how unfair the elections were and how everything was corrupt and how everything, you know, what was a conspiracy theory. I think that's really what he wanted. But at the end of the day, he got egg on his face because now you are the president and now you have to show and prove. And now people have the right to judge you and belittle you and do the same bullshit that you put President Obama through. So to me, this is a case of be careful what you ask for. I, deep down in my heart, do not believe that Donald Trump wanted to be president. I feel like he wanted to run. He wanted the notoriety. He wanted the fame, you know, anything to help his brand, help his business. You know, he wanted to just talk a good game, but now it's time to put in work. And I know deep down inside, he's shitting bricks because he's never taken on a project this big. You know, it's one thing to build the Taj Mahal. It's one thing to build the Trump Towers. It's another thing to be the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? And especially with all the things that he said about other nations and other people, he's going to have to eat a lot of humble pie. He's going to have to do a lot of backtracking. Oh, it's going to be really interesting to see how all this shit plays out, honey. That same pressure, that same bullshit, the same treatment that you gave Obama, people are not only going to give you that same scrutiny, but that same treatment. You know, this is the man who led the whole birther movement with Obama, you know, talked so much mess about him, who swore up and down he could do such a better job. Now you have been granted your wish, and now we get to sit here and critique you as a president. So it's going to be really interesting to see how all this plays out. You know, but like I said, I feel like a lot of this is some predictive programming. I feel like a lot of this was meant to happen. I think that initially they did want Hillary to be in there, and all the poll numbers pointed towards Hillary. But I think they just were not counting on the people who came out to go out and vote. And Hillary did not hit those certain demographics. She depended too much on the black vote and on the Latino vote. And Trump spoke for like the regular working, you know, poor, middle class white men, you know, and white families. And they're saying that some of this is a racial backlash because of 8 years of Obama and having a black man in the house. And some of this is a big FU towards, you know, big government and Illuminati. I don't know what all got him into the president's seat, but all of that created a perfect storm. Now we have a brand new president called Donald Trump, okay? You know, at the end of the day, what's going to happen was going to happen regardless of the situation. You know, like I said, a lot of people are protesting. A lot of people are really upset. A lot of people, you know, are just really hurt by everything. But there's really nothing you can do. You know, he cannot be impeached until he's done something illegal as the president. You know, so again, all you can do is sit and watch and see what happens. Is he going to get rid of Obamacare? Who knows? That might be his first step. That may not be his first step. Is he going to build this huge wall and keep out the Mexicans? He can try, but I don't realistically see that happening. But I do see him doing a lot of shady things to try and make America, quote unquote, great again. So that's just my opinion on this entire situation. I want to go ahead and show you guys some memes, some comments, and what folks have to say on social media regarding the whole situation. Go ahead and check this out, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
Fuck Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying?
I just like to say,
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, Trump won. I'm out. I'm going to Canada. That piece of cornbread ain't ready had me slaving, picking cotton, making Nike socks and North Faces. Nigga, I'm out. Nigga, I'm out. Nigga, I was not playing. Nigga, I'm out. I'm going to Canada. I ain't ready to be picking up cotton, making shirts. That what you should get. I'm out. Nigga, I was not playing when I told you I was going to Canada. I'm in Edmonton, Canada right now. Told you I was out. Trump talking about he out for revenge. Fuck that. Hold up, yo. Nigga, I ain't think this shit all the way through, yo. Nigga, I don't know nobody in Canada. Where the hell I'ma go? It's too cold to be homeless out here. Shit, fuck. I'm ready to work and live in the airport. Got this damn job application, I ain't got nowhere else to go.
All right, so you guys just saw the memes, the comments, and everything else. And when I tell you I have my damn teacup ready and I'm sipping slow, I'm watching everything. I'm not missing a beat. So to the people who went out and voted in their choice, Hillary Clinton, or maybe you chose an alternative and your alternative did not win, I say keep your head up. You know, there's nothing you can do. What's done is done. You know what I'm saying? But just be very vigilant and just realize that we are living in a totally different world than we were living in less than 48 hours ago. You know, it's going to be interesting, like I said, to see how this plays out. But we cannot allow Donald Trump becoming president to put fear in our hearts or to make us not want to do anything or to say, you know, I'm leaving the country, I'm out of here. You know, I'm not doing all that. I'm about to sit here and watch how everything plays out. Like I said, the whole situation to me is just a hot damn mess. That man bit off more than he could chew. And so now I'm ready to sit here and watch him and see what he has to offer. He claims he has all these ideas and everything else. I want to see what Trump ends up bringing to the table and what he ends up doing for his people and for his constituents. You know, all these folks who went out and voted for him, all these poor white folks and, you know, the Appalachians and, you know, people in Wisconsin and the middle class working family. I want to know what he does for these people because he damn sure spoke a good game during the election season. He damn sure said a lot of good words and he damn sure got a lot of people riled up and got folks behind him. But now he has to show and prove because like I always said, people can tell you anything. It's about their actions. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation with Donald Trump, honey, becoming our president. Yes, our commander-in-chief. How do you feel about the entire situation? How do you feel about all the riots, folks being upset, you know, about all the racism that's going on, you know, people being, you know, angry and racist towards Trump supporters and Trump supporters being angry and racist towards everybody else. So let's go ahead and discuss everything that's gone on this political season. And then also let me know what you guys feel about Hillary Clinton losing and Donald Trump becoming our president. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.